Welcome guys to my new video. In this video I want solving problems using function in C++. So like my video, subscribe to my channel, and let's start. Exercise 1. Write a function returning the maximum between two numbers. Here in the first I need to define a function, the function max, that have two elements, number 1 and number 2. Second step, I need to use the if-else statement to find the maximum between number 1 and number 2, and I need also use the return to return to the max number between number 1 and number 2. And finally I need to use the int main, integer main, and I need to define two numbers a and b, and I need to also, for example, define an r. For example, I need to define a and b, and I need to define r. Here r is equal to the max. I don't know if r is a or r is b. And finally I need to print the maximum number on the screen. In function problems in C++ is not like other problems. The int main is in the end of the problem, not the problem starts with integer main. It is in the end of the problem. Now we need to show how. First, include iostream using namespace std. And now I need to define the function int max integer number 1 and integer number 2. Now I need to open the braces and I need to define the result. Now let's find the maximum. If number 1 is greater than number 2, result equal number 1. Else it means if number 2 is greater than number 1, the result is equal to number 2. Here number 2 is the maximum number. And return result. Now this is the first part of our program. Let's write the second part. And int main. Let's define two numbers, a and b. Int a is equal to 100 and integer b also. Int r is the result. R is equal to max between a and b, and cout max value is r. This is our C++ program to using function to find the maximum between two numbers. First, I define the function that have the name max. It contains two parameters, number 1 and number 2. I define the result, and I use the if statement and I can find the maximum. In next part, I use the integer main, and I define two numbers a and b, and find the result and find the maximum between a and b, and finally I printed the result on the screen. Now exercise number 2, write a function in C++ to calculate the volume of circle. This is the volume formula. In this example, first I need to define the function. Here the function name is volume, and it have one parameter. Second step, I need to use the main function to calculate the volume of the circle. And finally, I need to print the value on the screen. Let's show how to write the code. Include IOStream. Another include. Here I need to calculate the volume. It's a math problem. I need to define the function math.h using namespace std double volume double volume an integer, for example, now int main and I open the braces, and now let's calculate the volume. First int r and int double the r here is this. Okay, now I need to tell the user to give me the radius r, the radius. Enter the radius cm r. Res is the result. The result here is equal to volume. And cout volume is equal to result. Now double volume int r const double. Here p is equal to 3.14. Double v is equal to 4.0 divided by 3 times p time the function pow R and 3. This is the math formula to calculate the volume of the circle. It's 4 times 3 divided by 3 times p times 3 power of 3, r power 3. This is the function power that I used to write r power 3. Now return v. And this is our C++ program using function to calculate the volume of a circle. Here I use the function double volume to calculate the volume, and I use the function power and the function main. And because it is a math problem, I write here include math.h. 3. Write a function in C++ to display marks of 5 students. Here, first I need to define the function display, and I need to define an array, for example A, that have 5 elements. I need to use the for loop to display the marks, and finally I display the marks on the screen. Let's see how to write the code. First, include IOStream using namespace std. Now void display and let's declare an array A that have 5 elements. Now cout display marks for integer I equal to 0, I less than 5, or I plus plus. Cout student I plus 1 and A here I displayed the marks. Now let's go to the main function int main int marks here A, the mark is A, is equal to um, and finally display marks. This is our C++ program to display the marks of 5 students using function. Exercise 4. Write a program to calculate the sum of array elements by passing to a function. First, I need to declare a function name, that name named calculate sum. I need to define an array, and I need to give a value of this array, and I need to define the result r. The result r is equal to the function calculate sum. And finally, I need to use the for loop to calculate the sum and print the value on the screen. Let's show how to write the code. Include IOStream using namespace std. Now float the function calculate sum, float number in the first line. I define the function and the array. Now first I start with include IOStream using namespace std. Now let's define the function calculate sum and the array now int main result is equal to the function calculate sum cout result is equal to result. Float calculate sum float number. Now I need to define the sum. Float sum is equal to 0, and I need to use the for loop to calculate the sum. Integer I equal to 0, I is less than 5 because and the array the function have 5 elements. Here I need to define the function, and I need to give I need to define the array, and I need to give the array 5 elements. Here float result. First I need to define the result. This result, I need to define the result and the function that have 5 elements, 1 2 3 4 5. Now let's continue. For int I equal to 0, I is less than 5 because the array have 5 elements, and I plus plus. Now the sum equal to number I, and return sum. And this is our C++ program to calculate the sum of an array element by passing to a function. for today. Don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram. And to get the PDF course, join my Telegram channel. That's all for today. Thank you for watching and see you later.